Member for Werriwa has the call.
My question is to the Prime Minister. Can the Prime Minister please update the House on efforts to bring Australians home from Lebanon?
The call to the Prime Minister.
Thanks very much. I thank the member for Werriwa for her question. I know that this is an issue that she has raised directly with myself and the Minister for Home Affairs, as she has a sizable population of Lebanese origin, many of whom would, like many of our electorates, have been in Lebanon during what is this extraordinarily difficult time. I can report that as of the 8th of October, a total of 1,215 Australians, permanent residents and their immediate family members have been assisted by the government to depart Lebanon. This includes 6 Australian government flights, 2 on Saturday the 5th of October, carrying 407 passengers, 2 on the 6th carrying 448 passengers, and 2 on the 7th carrying 311 passengers. There are 3,892 Australians and their immediate family members registered to depart. Vulnerable and displaced people are being prioritised, and we know that hundreds of thousands of people in Lebanon have been displaced. The scenes of families reuniting at Australian airports has been so moving, and I was pleased that the member for Watson, the Minister for Home Affairs, was able to greet many of the Australian citizens when they arrived here in Sydney just last night. One returning Australian, Aurora Garib, told the media she was very proud to be a citizen. To quote her, "The things the Australian government did for us, nobody in the world would do," she said. Our message to Australians in Lebanon remains to please take the first flight option that is available to you. There should not be an empty seat on any of these flights. We will not be able to continue these flights indefinitely. Can I say that Australians in Lebanon who wish to leave should ensure they're registered via DFAT's crisis portal or by calling the Australian Government's 24-hour Consular Emergency Centre on +61 2 6261 3305. Further flights back to Australia are planned for coming days. 2 more flights are scheduled to leave Beirut today, Beirut time. Australians and their family are staying in temporary accommodation in Larnaca in Cyprus and returning to Australia on connecting flights. Can I thank Foreign Minister Wong for her tireless efforts? Can I thank DFAT, the Australian Defence Force and other Australian officials who've been working around the clock to get these Australians home? I thank all the members of the National Security Committee who've been meeting regularly to put these measures in place in advance. And I do want to thank the airlines as well who are assisting with these repatriation flights, Qantas and Qatar, providing their aircraft and personnel to assist with the safe return of Australians from what is a very dangerous and precarious position. But once again, to reiterate, please come home when you have the opportunity. Do not wait. Do not think things might get better. Please come home and be safe.
On indulgence, the Honourable, the Leader of the Opposition.
Well, thank you. Excuse me. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I want to agree and wholeheartedly support the comments of the Prime Minister, and to all Australians, Australian citizens who are in Lebanon at the moment, please heed the advice of the Prime Minister, the Australian Government. Please listen to family and loved ones back here, where they are urging you to return back to Australia. It is a precarious time in the Middle East, as we well know, and the Australian Government has done a good job in providing clear advice to Australian citizens who are in the region to take up the offer of the flights, and people should do that without hesitation. And again, I endorse and support the words of the Prime Minister in providing that encouragement to Australian citizens.